Hi, welcome. Good morning, yogis. My name is Laura. Welcome to this gentle yoga class. All the poses will be on the floor, nice and gentle, nice and easy. All levels are welcome. For this class, you will need maybe, this is optional, a yoga strap, belt, a bathrobe, tie, a scarf. If you would like to use that, I will demonstrate with that, and possibly a thick blanket and maybe a cushion sitting up on this yoga bolster. So with that said, we will go ahead and get started here in an easy seat, just getting comfortable, grounding down, tuning in, seeing where you feel, how you feel this morning. Finding a nice soft gaze. Sitting up nice and tall. Maybe setting an intention for your practice. Welcoming yourself to your mat. Today's positive affirmation is, I exist within a universe of possibilities. I exist within a universe of possibilities. So we'll be revisiting that as we move along throughout the practice. Begin to find your breath. On your next inhale, we'll bring the shoulders towards the ears and exhale back down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Right ear meets the right shoulder. Find some length in that left side neck. Maybe deepening this shape by bringing the right hand to the left side of the head. No pulling, just adding a little bit of gentle weight. And then adding on, if this feels good, with the left arm, bringing that behind the back. Seeing how that subtle change shifted the sensation. Really seeing everything coming back up to center, maybe giving the head a little circle. Moving to the other side, left ear meets the left shoulder. Seeing how that feels. And then adding on by bringing that left hand to the right side of the head. Pausing and noticing. Right arm comes behind the back. And release. Coming back up to center. Taking any movements that feel good here. Just warming the body. We'll take a big circle, sweeping the arms up. Inhale. Maybe the gaze follows the fingertips. And then falls to the lap. Inhale up. And exhale down. One more. Inhaling up. Exhale down. And pause. Right arm rainbows up, coming over. Weight falls into that left palm. Nice side body stretch. Bring it over to the other side. And back up to center. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Exist within a universe of possibilities. From here, we'll take a little twist, twisting to one side and then the other. Just continuing this motion. Warming up the spine, the muscles of the back and the abdomen. One more each side. And I will meet you when you get back to center. We'll send the fingertips up. Exhale, bending at the elbows, coming into these goalposts, cactus arms. Sometimes you'll hear me call them half angel wings. Pulling the heart through, shoulder blades squeeze together. And we'll exhale from here, bringing the forearms together, the spine rounds. Inhale, open. Exhale, close it up. Do a couple more like this. Seated cat-cow variation. Flowing with the breath. Inhaling as you open, exhaling as you close it up. One more. Pause when you get to the center with the forearms touching, and we'll come back up, sending the fingertips up to the sky. Exhaling, bringing the palms to the lap. If you are sitting in a cross-legged seat, this is a great opportunity if you would like to kind of stretch your legs out, maybe switch which leg is in the front. And take another breath just to recenter. Sitting up nice and tall in your seat, we'll begin to do little tiny circles. From the torso, reaching out around the hips. And then spiraling out. The circles get bigger and bigger. Warming up the hips. Torso circles. And then pausing when you get to center. Readjusting, sitting up nice and tall. We'll move to the other side, starting your circles. Very tiny, and then spiraling out. Slowing it down, coming back to center, readjusting your seat, sitting up nice and tall. Palms of the hands walk forward. I will meet you in a tabletop position. We won't be here long. If your knees are tender though, you can use your blanket to pad them here in tabletop. Just find our table. Stacking hips over knees, shoulders over the wrists. Fingers are nice and wide. Spine is straight. Check in with the belly. Make sure it's not sagging. Tops of the feet. Meet the mat. We'll begin here by taking that cat posture, by puffing up the back, hollowing out the belly, tucking the tail, and moving the torso towards the right, dropping the belly, bringing it back around to the left. Doing a little circle with that torso. Barrel rolls, like the inside, our body is kind of moving around in the inside of a barrel. Kind of like a modified cat-pow here. Just has a little different twist to it. Barrel rolls. So we'll move one way here. And then the other. Pausing when you get to center. We'll take a peek back over that right shoulder to the right toes. And then over to the other side. And back to center. Maybe wag the tail. Knees come out just a little bit wider than the hips. Toes, big toes touch. And we'll send the hips back for a little child's pose. Stretching out that back, shoulders, fingertips reach to the top of the mat. And on your next inhale, we'll come back up. Keeping those knees out wide, just a little bit wider than hips, distance apart. We'll bring that left hand beneath the gaze and inhale the right arm up. Taking a little twist. Coming in to thread the needle. We'll exhale, threading that right arm through behind the left, just to hover above the earth. And then inhale it up. Exhale, thread. Inhale it up. Exhale, thread. And inhale it up. Last time, we'll thread it through. Pause, resting the right shoulder, rest right ear down to the mat. Left arm reaches out long. If this feels good for you. And maybe, if it's accessible for you, we take that left arm up, bend at the elbow, tucking that left hand into the right hip crease. And for a little bind. Breathing here and thread the needle. Wherever you are. We'll begin to unwind. If you have that bind, placing that left hand in front of the gaze. We'll come back up, sending that right arm back up to the sky. Exhale, coming into your modified table position here. This time placing the right hand beneath the gaze. Sending that left arm up to the sky. We'll exhale, threading it through to a hover. Inhale it up. Exhale, hover. Inhale up. Exhale, hover. Inhale it up. Exhale, we're coming to our hold, threading it through. Left ear, left shoulder, come down to the earth. We'll stretch that right arm out long. Stay here, or maybe add that bind. Ooh, noticing how maybe one side feels a little different than the other. Coming back up. Right hand comes in front of the gaze and we'll press back up. Sending that left arm back up to the sky and exhale it down. Finding your table. Resituating those knees back under the hips. Maybe giving your tail a little wag here. From your table, we will tuck the toes and walk the hands back so the feet sit back on the heels. Palms of the hands rest on the lap. Broken toe. This posture here is very intense. May not be comfortable for everyone. You can modify this by taking that thick blanket, folding it up and placing that beneath the knees. And that's just what I'm going to do here. Hold it for a little while. This is great if you maybe you wear high heels or if you maybe have plantar fasciitis. It stretches the back part of the feet or the bottoms of the feet. We'll go ahead and release that, placing the tops of the feet onto the earth. Hands come to the lap. This time stretching the front part of the ankles. Now, if this feels intense, you can take that thick blanket and this time place it right in front of the ankles. You can add a little balance onto this posture by just leaning back, tipping the knees up off of the mat. You can feel that the abs kick in there a little bit. So that's kind of a neat little balance. We'll exhale, coming back to kneeling. From your kneeling position, we'll shift the hips off to the left. And this is where you might want to grab your cushion or your blanket. We'll use that here in this posture. We'll shift the hips off to the left. Bring that cushion to that left hip. We'll take the torso and just twist. And just lay over that pillow or cushion for a little lazy twist. We'll be here for 3 nice long rounds of breath. Or you can stay here. Stay here as long as you'd like if this feels good. It does feel good. Nice little twist. Gentle twist on the back. We'll walk it back up. Coming back to our kneeling posture. Fingertips graze the earth here. We'll just inhale, circle sweeping up. Reaching up tall. Exhale, fingertips come behind the tail. We'll interlace the fingers, pressing the knuckles towards the earth. Shoulder blades squeeze together and we open the heart. Look up. Releasing the fingers, we'll inhale that up. Exhale, fingertips back down to the earth. Shifting the hips off to the other side. I'm going to the right this time. We're kind of like in this, call this like a little mermaid kind of seat. Bringing that prop cushion You don't have to use the prop for this as well too. You can use the arms to make a little pillow for your head. That works. But if you want to just bring the earth just a little closer to you, a cushion or pillow off the bed, couch, that works just perfectly fine. Come on down to our lazy twist. Taking our 3 nice long breaths. We're staying here. And then when you're ready, pressing back up to kneeling. Finding that kneeling position. Fingertips touch the earth. And we'll inhale them up. Exhale, pressing the palms of your hands to the earth this time. When you come down, fingertips point away from the body. We'll lift the hips up just a little bit. Baby camel. Exhale, seat back down to the heels. Walking back up to kneeling. And just bringing those feet out to one side or the other. Coming onto the seat into a staff pose, Dandasana. Maybe kicking out the legs a little bit, just shaking them out. Coming onto the sits bones, keeping a nice soft bend in those knees. Maybe using your prop to sit up on, bringing your strap close by. And using that actually if you'd like to for this next shape. Sitting up nice and tall. Maybe inhaling the arms up to help you find length in that back. Exhale, hinging from the hips, coming forward. Belly lays on the thighs. Maybe you reach your feet, or maybe you use that strap. And just come into a little forward fold here. Maybe the spine rounds. The head becomes heavy. Take a breath or two here. And then walking back up to your staff pose. Removing any props that are beneath your seat, but staying in that staff pose. We'll bend that right knee and let it drop off to the side. Right hand comes behind the seat. Following very closely here. Right hand comes beneath this or behind the seat like we did for baby camel. Fingers point away from the body. We'll focus on that left hand here. We're going to rainbow that up, shifting the weight into that right knee. So we're just following this left hand, rainbowing up, hips come off the mat. We find ourselves here in stargazer pose. Exhale it down. We'll go through that one more time. Left hand sweeps up, hips follow, lift off the mat, stargazer. Exhale, staff pose. Shake out the legs, other side. Left knee bends, left knee falls out to the side. Left hand comes beneath the seat. Behind the seat. Let me turn around so you can see me. Right hand, focus on that. Just follow that right hand. It sweeps across the body. Hips follow. We come up on that left leg. Stargazer. Exhale it down. We'll do it again. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale. Send that left leg out long. Staff pose. Give them a little shake. Bring the left leg out wide. We'll come into a wide-legged seat here. Wide-legged seat. Check in with the back. Sitting up nice and tall, maybe inhaling the arms up to help you find that length. Toes point up. Breathe. Feel the stretch there in those inner thigh muscles. You can take a fold here if you'd like. Sometimes this is enough, a nice stretch. It's morning here right now, so this is just perfect for me. A perfect amount of stretch. And if you're folded, you can come back up. We'll bring the soles of the feet together, bending at the knees for a little butterfly, holding on to those ankles. Opening the hips. Adjusting your heels to where it feels comfortable. The closer they are to the body, the deeper the stretch. Taking a couple breaths here. If you're holding onto the ankles, release those. Bring the palms of the hands to the outside of the knees and just guide them up slowly. Soles of the feet come to the ground. We'll give the knees a hug from here and just rest the head, the forehead onto the knees, rounding the back. I call this seated child's pose. Feel that length in the back of the neck. This is nice. One more breath and we'll lift the head and roll on down to the back. Stretch it out long. I exist within a universe of possibilities. From your long morning stretch, we'll begin to inch the upper body over towards the right. And walk the feet over to the right if that feels good. Coming into this banana shape or C shape. Finding a nice stretch there in the left side body. Checking in with the hips and the shoulders. Oh, making sure they are still connected to the earth. You can intensify this stretch by maybe crossing that left leg over the right. Reaching that right hand for the left wrist. Breathing here and enjoying this shape. Staying here if you'd like, or maybe coming back to center, moving to the other side. Banana asana. One more breath, and we'll come back to center, stretching it all out, nice and long, neutralizing that spine. Bringing the fingertips, the hands back down beside the body, bending the knees, placing the soles of the feet onto the earth. We'll drop the knees out wide, opening the legs like a book, coming into our reclined butterfly position, Supta Baddha Konasana. I invite you to bring one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart. Maybe close the eyes. Feel the heart beating. Feel the breath moving. Let the breath move at a natural pace. You begin to slowly invite the exhale just to become a little bit longer than the inhale, calming the nervous system. Take 3 more nice long breaths. And then bringing the hands back down onto the outside of the legs, just guiding them back up to neutral. Soles of the feet come back down to the earth. Palms of the hands are on the yoga mat. We'll bend the legs or bend the knees so the heels almost touch the fingers. So we're bringing the heels under the knees. Lower back presses onto the mat. So the tailbone points up. And we'll inhale, bringing the hips up into a little bridge. And hold. One more breath. Exhale, rolling the spine back down. Stretching the legs out long, coming into your final resting Shavasana. Whatever that may look like for you this morning, it's morning here where I am, or this evening, whatever time it is where you are. Closing the eyes if that feels comfortable. Just finding total relaxation, melting the body into the mat. Taking a pause is not always easy. Shavasana is one of the most important postures that we do. Just giving our body permissions to relax. You can revisit your intention here. Or say to yourself, I exist within a possibility, a universe of possibilities. I exist within a universe of possibilities. When you're ready, we'll begin to reawaken the body. You're welcome to stay here just as long as you'd like in your Shavasana. Or begin to wiggle the fingers and the toes, bringing any small movements back. Bending at the knees, rolling onto one side or the other. Staying here for a breath or two. And then pressing yourself back up to seated, just where we started this practice. Placing the hands in the lap or joining me by bringing hands to heart center. I thank you so much for sharing this practice with me this morning or this evening. Wherever you are, I thank you so much. May you be happy, may you be healthy, and may you be well. Namaste.